Many annotation strategies focus on showing students why they should find something important in the text, but it's equally important to determine why students find something important in a text on their own. Highlighting is an annotation strategy that allows students to highlight what they think is important in a reading and provide their own justification for their choices.
I particularly love using highlighting with my students because of how much less rigid it is compared to the other annotation strategies. I use it a lot to check on my students' reading comprehension and to better understand how they each process information. I'll start by handing out copies of a reading that they can mark up as much as they want. I'll have everyone read it silently to themselves and highlight important passages as they go. Each time they decide something is important enough to highlight, I have them write why they highlighted it in the margins. Once I'm sure everyone is done reading and marking up the text, I split the class up into small groups to discuss what they highlighted and why they highlighted it. I've seen students learn so much from these discussions. Even the kids who had a hard time understanding the basic annotation concepts seem to respond well to this strategy. They get to figure it out for themselves this way. They can see what their classmates are highlighting and hear their reasoning for it, and then decide whether or not that technique helps them better understand the reading. If it does, they use it in later readings, and if it doesn't, you can bet those students let their classmates know. So even when a student highlights something unimportant or gives bad reasoning for what they did highlight, it's not something that their classmates let slide. Usually, the group calls them out on their reasoning and the bad habit is nipped in the bud.
What other ways have you had students teach one another? What's the best annotation strategy you've found? Share these and other tips with educators like you in the comments below.